Hello, and welcome to the first screencast of Rubyology. Today we're going to be doing some basic string manipulation. So let's get started. I'll create a variable, we'll call it test, and I'll assign my name to the variable. Okay, now since I'm using TextMate, it has a built-in Ruby runtime environment. So we're going to put some output to the screen. So with Ruby, we'll use the puts command, and we'll say this is our output. And just some basic concatenation, we'll say plus the name of the variable. Okay, so I'm going to do an Apple R for run. And there we go. There's my name there, as we put in the text element. So we're going to do. Let's try some basic object orientation with Ruby. So we'll do a capitalize, and we'll run that again. And interestingly enough, the way the capitalize attribute works is only the first letter of the text string is capitalized. So you'd want to use this for like a sentence that you were outputting to the screen, or probably more commonly the user ID, for instance, from the database, if you wanted to always make sure that the first letter of the user ID is capitalized. So we could do a this is another one, interesting one. Let's do an upcase. As expected, I'm screaming at you now, so everything is in capital letters there. There's another interesting one, downcase. We'll run that. As expected, everything's lowercase now. Here's an interesting one. Let's do a swap case. Run that. And basically all of our texts are opposite of the case that we put in. So that's kind of interesting. Here's one. How about reverse? Wow, check that out. Doesn't even look like English. Well, I'm not sure my last name is English, but that is interesting use of reverse. Now I'll tell you what, since Ruby's very object-oriented, the way it handles strings, you would expect it to be no different. Here's basically in the Microsoft world, you're familiar with the mid string, where you can start anywhere in the string and tell it how many spaces to go. Very, very easy to do with Ruby. So if we look at my name here, say we wanted to just output the IS of my name. With Ruby, it's base 0, so we're going to start with 0, 1, 2, 3. So in here, we're going to say start at the third position. Remember, it starts counting at 0. And we're going to say go in 2 positions. So we'll do a comma 2 there, and let's run that. There we go. This is our output. That's what we were looking for a while ago there. Okay, well, thanks for joining me for the first screencast. I know this was very basic, just getting warmed up, and I'll have another one of these out here very soon. I'd like to thank you for joining me.